All right, so here we are. So every dog is the same, right? It doesn't matter, pit bull. This is a six different species of different breeds of dog, and of course a beautiful collie, Dill. It's all about energy, energy, energy. So when dogs are, when they're distracted by movement, that's why we have them. That's why we domesticated them, so they can alert us when people are coming to our camp. Dogs are pack animals. Woof, 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 woof. And they alert us. The problem comes in, we have to teach dogs what is truly a threat and what's not. So the only way we can do that is by distraction. So if I'm in a wheelchair, the dog has to adapt to me. I can't adapt to the dog. The most important thing is, now, Tyson was just trying to get Ashley's attention. What's the best way to get a human to look at them? Whine, cry, even if you turn around and say, shut up. Not
Charlotte.
Charlotte, not Chocolate. Why I got that in my head. Charlotte's decided to lay down. Dill is still trying to figure out what's going on. Tyson, a little older, of course, so obviously it's like a senior citizen and a puppy here, because Charlotte's only about 8, 9, 10 months old. She's relatively young. So we have an adolescent dog, a senior citizen, and probably in the middle, Dill, whatever. So obviously Tyson is going to be a little bit more stressed out because this hasn't been her lifestyle, his lifestyle. Anyway, so let's have some distraction. Send the cat over. Raccoon. So we stimulate this. I can't really get your cats to volunteer to come across my floor. Good. So look, now look at the dogs. They're all, every dog is doing the exact same thing. Their ears came forward, and they're watching this squirrel. But what they're not doing, let's think of what they're not doing. They're not barking, they're not growling. Notice, each dog has a leash and collar hanging out. When we leave them unsupervised, we of course take the leash and collar off. But when we're supervising, this is how we teach them. Then if Ashley will go knock on the door, just close it and knock, we watch their reaction to our front door. So the door shuts. Now they don't know anything here. They haven't become territorial. But they all do the same thing. All three dogs do identical. And if she knocks, she's probably going to go outside. And, yeah, good. She's slamming door. So our house is no different. So she's going to knock again. I'm going to go see who it is. But I'm not dramatic about it. I'm just going to wander over and I'm going to see. Depending on what time of night. If this was 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be nervous. So I'm going to see, and I'm going to see that it's Ashley, and you can pan over here a little. And then Ashley comes in, hello, how are you? And the dogs are nice, but we're not, and look, Charlotte gets excited, but there's no change. So then in a minute, we're going to let our dogs out. So it's all about structure. Now obviously Charlotte, who's ruled the roost since she was a puppy, and she gets way too much attention from the family, I know that. And so that's what creates her to be out of balance. So I'm going to let Charlotte out. I come here, but she can't come out without permission. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how dogs get hurt. They act on their own impulses. Okay, Charlotte. And I come out, and I sit. Good girl, Charlotte. And I love. And I do love Charlotte. This is how we love. She's on my left. You can move this without running her over. Correct her a little. And that was a little close, and you do have to respect dog boundaries. If you can just run over there and get my squeaky toy. And so let's throw my squeaky toy. So watch what this, and this is for all dogs. Watch what happens when I squeak. Watch all three dogs. Now Charlotte, so this is not a penguin. This is a dying animal. Good girl, Charlotte. So I want to give her permission. I have to give her permission to kill the dying animal. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Then the trick is once she gets it, we got to teach her to drop it. Watch. Good girl, Charlotte. I love her. What does she want to do? She wants to take the dying animal to its den. What do dogs do with squeakers? They eat them. Yeah, good girl. Yeah. Good. All right. Good girl. So the point of the matter is, if she picks something up, good girl, Charlotte, good. So I'm gonna let her go, free time, good girl. Good, now somebody came in, who's there? Huh? Talia? Who's, oh, Jim.
I'm looking for you. You usually have that little black step stool, that ladder.
I don't know where it is.
Oh, Jim, right next to the door.
Right over here.
Right
Through this door.
All right.
So watch how we have company coming in. Watch all the dogs. Now she wants to kill our rabbit. Go ahead and move it. So we adjust the activity here. Do you see it? Oh, there's a little, you mean, he meant the black one.
Yeah, is it mute?
It might be.
Sorry. So this is a good opportunity to see craziness. We have dogs barking over there.
Yeah, here it is.
We have Jim. We got Charlotte wants to kill my rabbit. Watch when I say to leave. Go ahead, drive it. Go ahead. So the bottom line is control. When the Charlotte goes home on Friday, everybody's going to have a top 10 list of what to do. The more you deviate, the more the dog will regress. Right now, you're starting with a fresh slate. Look at how wonderful this is. Who's the #1 victim of dog bites behind children? Construction workers, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, because they're coming into what they perceive, the dogs think is their territory. They're usually carrying something. Dogs see it a very kind of black and whitish, and they hear noises. So that's Charlotte. Now my next doggie is Dill. And notice Charlotte is following me. That's kind of the irony, right? I didn't ask her to. Why? Charlotte. So Big Bad Tyson scared Charlotte. That's what dogs do. So just because I want to work with another dog, I'm going to put Charlotte. Watch how easy. Now let's just say you're fed up, you're having a party, you tell the dog, Charlotte, go place. Place. Place is the word, the sound, to let a dog go. Boom, close it. Now, Charlotte can't jump on anybody, you can't steal food from anybody, she's in her place. Next doggy, Dill. I wait a little bit. Understand, each dog, regardless of their breed, has a slightly different personality, just like humans. Okay, Dill. Good, Dill. Good. And then maybe in a little while we'll bring we'll bring Scout out. So here's the same thing. Move your car. So Dill is just trying to figure things out. I'm going to sweep. Watch my other two dogs. They do the similar thing, right? They're not sure. So I love good behavior, and I correct bad behavior. So it takes them a while to adapt. But if I don't stay on top of it, in a day from now, they'll be chewing these things apart. So everybody, all three pet owners, have a great opportunity to start keeping the dogs, as I said, from shaping their behaviors. Move your car a little bit. Go ahead. Now, if I encourage this, she'd probably pick it up and start chewing it. All right, that's great. So, the same thing. Her problem is, Dill, kind of like Charlotte, they learn to bark. And by barking, they control their life. And to some degree, Tyson, ironically, they're all the same. So I'm going to tell Dill to go back to her place. This place. Go place. Go place. Go place. Look. She sees herself in the window. Go place. Good. So it took her a minute to figure that out, but I'm not yelling and screaming. So I didn't even get up, right? But she started coming here. She's not used to this in here. She saw a reflection, not her. And then she went in, she balked a little bit. Now we have Tyson. We look at his behavior. He's not looking at it. He's a little pissed off. There is a point where they can't control their environment. So, call it a temper tantrum, call it whatever you want. It's kind of funny, right? So, I have a grandson like this, right? He didn't get ice cream, so he's not coming out. So I'm going to take my leash, I'm going to make a sound. Good, Tyson. Good. So again, nothing changes. Hi, baby. Love good behavior. Use my toy, my rabbit. Same behaviors. I'm going to squeak my squeaky toy. I got it. Good, Tyson. So, and here's the funny thing. Dogs, he's very food motivated, as you can see by his bite. He's kind of like me, he's plump. So he's food motivated. Some dogs are not motivated by food. Some dogs are motivated by play. All dogs are motivated by something, just like humans. So, good girl, boy. So I love good behavior. Leash and collar is always on. This leash and collar, the one we give you. Go knock on the door. I'm relaxed. Ears are up. Good. Good. There's no drama. In fact, if somebody comes and they were afraid of dogs, Tyson, go place. Go place. Go place. Go place. Oh, jeez. Good place. Help. All right, then come in. And that's how we roll. So we're going to get a top 10 list. We're going to do, obviously, we're only a little over halfway through. Everything's going the way we want it to go. Meaning, we're not looking for big things. We don't care if they jump through a ring of fire. We want to make sure they're balanced. And at some point, as long as their needs were met, they all had an opportunity. And they all play all day. So there's no guilt. There should never be guilt, I feel bad, about a dog. It's like feeling bad a bird goes into a nest. We don't feel bad about that. Crates are dens for dogs. They might not look like it to humans, but dogs need you. We wear sneakers, we all go into a bed, we go under the covers. This has been a good training day.
Yes, Labradoodle. Right? My neighbor has one.
Yeah, I know. She was telling me about it.
All right, so here we are. Drama, drama, drama. Dill has to handle the drama. Dill can't react. Here goes our everybody. She's a little on the nervous side. That's what causes her to bark. Barking, she barks, everything disappears. So if we allowed Dill to bark at the people that just went by, she would have thought she scared them off. So we always got to make sure that we're reasonable. We can't get into her face too much, but this is how it should be. Shake, and we shake, so without getting bit or the dog retreating. So she has to deal with the fear. Ashley stepping out with her left foot, and off they go. Notice that she's relaxed, relaxed. Her shoulders, her arms. Dill is on her left side. Now make a right. When she makes a right, Dill follows. Dill's doing fabulous like that. And so then she turns left. Dill, she walks into Dill. She stops. She asks. There's a lot happening, and what most humans don't understand, there's background noise, there's garbage trucks, there's people. You're oblivious to it, but the dogs are in tune with it. Ask her to sit. Now we're going to cut and give her some free time. So it's the importance the dog has free time, but notice the leash and collar is always on. It becomes like your shoes. They're on you, you're comfortable with them. So that leash becomes comfortable. So now Ashley's not even talking. See if she'll chase that ball over there. So we want her to separate. I think it's to your right. You threw it before. Behind you. Anyway, the point is, the dog is on free time now. And we're not over-engaged with her. Ashley is doing her thing. Dill is doing his thing. Just pick something, yeah. And if she wants, you offer something to play, and she plays. That's perfect. Look at her, like a bunny rabbit. What the hell is that? Do it again. Good. Go throw it again. So we start to understand the personality of the dog, and then we build on it. We build confidence in certain areas. Look at that. The leash isn't interfering with anything. She had a little stunad, she didn't see it. So the happy dog. So when you look at a dog, you look at its tail, its basic demeanor. Does he look oppressed? Does he look like he's been, treated heavy-handedly? Of course not. So this is his opportunity. So we all need breaks. 20 minutes to do this is fine, 2 or 3 times a day. Walking on a leash, I'd rather not. I'd rather the dog have the opportunity to do what it really wants to do, which is sniff odor and explore things. So she's going to cut, and we're going to go out in the car. Good girl. Praise, 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 praise. Love, 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 love. That's the essence of the come command. Stand up straight. Good. And then heel her into the apartment, put her in and we'll do some. So let's see what the dog sees. There's a man coming through. And he's coming very close. So the dogs can look. Of course they can look, but they can't bark. Good. So just I started videoing because people are walking by constantly. Scout's laying down, Dill is on high alert, but that's fine. That's why we want dogs, to alert us to things, but they cannot bark neurotically or incessantly. People are coming and going, and Dill is on it. We're just waiting for Jackie. All right, so here's my fellas are laying down, and here comes the Wicked Witch of the West, commonly known as Jackie. She looks mad, so the dogs are going to hear noise. Of course, Scout gets up. Here comes the very lovely Jackie. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha. And the dogs are fine. And she's got food, but it's human food. So we don't tease dogs, and here comes somebody else. There's people all over. But it's quiet. Okay, we're going to cut and go home and eat. And if I want to give Dill and Scout a piece of my sandwich, which I probably will, all they have to do is go into their place, their crate, their bed to have it. Period. Because that's the only place in the universe dogs in our domesticated world should ever get food, right? Mm-hmm. Good. Good girl.